Western Spring Television. Ours it is.
Welcome here to the Osun Tech Rise Grand Finale. So this has been an exciting drive. I am your hostess, Patricia and IBIKITAN. I trust that you're excited to be here. So before we go into the thick of the debate today, and I would like to bring us into know on the topic we're exploring. Is social media a beneficial or detrimental platform for Nigerian high school students? What do you think? Is social media a beneficial or detrimental platform for Nigerian high school students? So we're exploring the merits and drawbacks. Remember, it is a debate. All right, so before we go into the thick of it, we'd like to take the national anthem. We're Nigerians, right? We'd like to take the national anthem, and I'll employ everyone in the studio to rise on our feet as we do that. Thank you. Are you ready? All right, so we'll take the national anthem on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1.
Nigeria, we hail thee, on the native land. No tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
Thank you very much. Let's be seated. Okay, so to our viewers out there, this is the grand finale of a debate that started a while back with 31 schools. 31. And right where we have 2 schools in the grand finale. Fakunle Comprehensive High School and Osun High School. Right about now, I will bring in up the Executive Director of IYOUTH Resource Center, Mr. OSAZEE ISONARAE, for his introductory speech.
Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome everyone again to this grand finale of the Osun Tech Rise Challenge. This is a very amazing opportunity for our PPUs, our students in the public high schools, to show their ICT skills. This is also to demonstrate that we have amazing talents, in our public schools. And again, we are also using this medium to demonstrate the importance of bringing some of the social issues that affect young people to a debate platform like this. I'd like to welcome everyone who's seated on the panelists. We'll still be introducing them one after the other. I'd like to say thank you for coming. I'd like to say thank you for the audience and for the students who are participating in the grand finale. I'd like to say congratulations to you. It's been a very tough contest, and we are very excited that you're here, and we hope to see your beautiful presentations, and we hope to see you bringing up your amazing points in this very important topic, in this very important debate. And I really do wish both of you, the 2 schools who are competing today, I wish you all the best as we go into the debate proper. And for our listeners out there, I want to say thank you very much. I also want to say that you're going to have some few minutes to also contribute to this discussion, because the topic we're considering is a social issue, and we want to hear your opinions, as well. So once again, thank you and welcome.
Thank you so much, sir. I want to say a big welcome again to everyone in the studio and everyone watching and listening to us right now. Yes, like the ED has said, we have some very amazing people in the studio today. Do you want to celebrate them before I introduce them? Okay, so it will be from my left to my right. I'll do the introduction from my left to my right. So the special guest with us today is Honorable Adewumi Adeyemi Irekandu. I hope I got that. Okay, here's the chairman, State House of Assembly, Committee on Innovation, Science, Technology, and Digital Economy. Wow. Okay. Right after him is Dr. Mrs. Olaniyan. She is one of our panelists for today. She works as a lecturer in the Department of Computer Science, Redeemers University, Osun State. Let's celebrate her again. Okay, and on my right is Mr. M.A.K. Jimoh, the Permanent Secretary, Osun State Ministry of Education. Do you want to celebrate him? Wow. Let's celebrate them the more. You know, they are here for us. They are here because of us, right? So remember that we're looking at a social media, a beneficial or detrimental platform for Nigerian high school students, exploring the merits and drawbacks. So we would be going into the debate itself, and I would like to introduce the students that are participating with us. From Osun High School, we have Ismail Abdulmalik. And we also have Nwokoro Francisca. I hope I got that too. With their teacher, yes, of course, they're not here by themselves. They're here with their teacher, Mrs. Adeleke. You're welcome, ma'am. Then from Fakunle Comprehensive High School, we have Okegbemi Peter and Adedayo Esther. With their teacher, Mr. Faseshi. I'm getting better, all right? Thank you so much. So we would be starting with the school that's speaking for the topic, Fakunle Comprehensive High School. Can we have your first speaker come up? Let's appreciate him, please. Thank you.
Okay. According to Mark Pegron, he said, and I quote, "Social media enable the spread of information and knowledge as it facilitates a more connected and educated global communities." Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Honorable Educator, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my worthy listeners, and my fellow students. My name is Peter Okegbemi, a representative of Fakunle Comprehensive High School. I'm here today to discuss the topic of an utmost importance. We state that, is social media a beneficial or detrimental platform for Nigerian high school students? As the chief speaker of the affirmative team, I'm here to make it as certain to you that social media is a beneficial and never a detrimental platform for Nigerian high school students. But before I stumble into my stunning winning point, I would like to put the horse before the cart by dividing the key term of the motion, which is social, media, and platform. According to Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, social is the activity in which people come together for the purpose of interaction, while media is the main way large number of people connect with each other and receive information and entertainment. While platform is a type of computer software used by people. Altogether, social media platform is an online tools which enable its users to connect with each other either for the purpose of interaction, education, or business purposes. I haven't defined the key term of the motion. I move up to putting justice to the motion I strongly believe. 1. Access to educational resources. 2. Expression and activism. 3. Career awareness and opportunity. And lastly, motivation and inspiration. I go by the first one, access to educational resources. Social media has revolutionized the way Nigerian school students access educational resources by providing an unparalleled access to learning materials, content, and articles. Through the rise of educational content creator, learning has been made more accessible. Many students find it difficult to get along with education and with their classroom learning, but through the rise of educational content creator, they have made learning more accessible by creating a short and relatable video which explains a particular topic in a very engaging manner. For instance, there is a channel on YouTube called Coursera, which has its collaboration with many top universities which offer course and online tutorial to people. Furthermore, expression and activism. Social media provide an avenue for students to amplify their voice, share their opinion, and also advocate for social changes. Through the use of some social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, and others. It enables students to share their stories and advocate for social issue which is rising or terrorizing them in their various communities. Example is one of the occasion which happened in 2019, whereby a lady share a story about herself as she was propelled by a lecturer against the sex for grade. Thereby, it leads to suspension of so many lecturers who are found guilty of this atrocity. Furthermore, the social media has been a very vital tool for students to explore career awareness and opportunity, as they have the ability to connect with various professionals in different industry, and also able to learn more about different career paths they can venture it. In conclusion, social media has been a very dynamic source of motivation and inspiration. Emily Davis made the importance of this when he say, in pursuit of our dream, motivation light the path and inspiration for the soul, which shows that each student need motivation and inspiration. Thank you.
Wow, that was powerful. You agree with me, right? Is social media a beneficial or detrimental platform for Nigerian high school students? We're still looking at that topic. So, listeners and viewers, remember that you're also an active participant in this debate. So, we will be waiting for your calling when it's time. So, stay tuned. While we get to that point, we'll be listening to the first speaker from Osun High School, Ismail Abdulmalik.
According to Stephen Hawking, nothing is perfect in this world. Everything has its pros and cons. Today's topic of discussion is synonymous to this narration, because though social media has its advantages, but it also has disadvantages which even outweigh the advantages, especially regarding our high school students. But before my progression, I have to make due recognition of dignitaries in today's occasion. Therefore, my salutation goes to the chairman, organizer of the program, esteemed judges, ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow students. My name is M.A.K, a student of Osun High School. I'm standing gallantly in front of you this moment to strongly oppose the motion which states that social media is a beneficial platform for Nigerian high school students. But before we put an icing on the cake, I would like to elucidate the key term in the motion by giving a brief insight of what social media is. So what social media? I think there is no reason for me to define social media again, because there is nobody in this garden that will ask the meaning of social media and won't be able to define it. So what are the reasons why I say that, or should I say why I consider social media as a detrimental platform for Nigerian high school students? One, my first point concerned with the reason that it reduces the performance of students. As it's well known to everybody that a 77% failure was recorded in in youth ME this year. The major factor responsible for this mass failure, as carried out by many educator researchers, made it known that students uses social media mainly for socializing activities such as chatting, watching videos, instead of them busy with their study. Therefore, students neglect their studies and based on chatting and updating status on social media. Also, it leads to psychological disorder and health implication. According to research carried out by many optometrists led by Dr. Elise Kramin, it was made to know that excessive time on smartphone screen device is a risk of myopia. It's a condition in which you can't see far objects nearly. You can't see far objects. Therefore, nearly about 80% in their age. What a powerful statistic, considering the increase in reliance of our students in this social media. Also, social media is filled with inappropriate content. Social media is a fertile breeding ground for obscenities, incentives, pornography, and other behavior that are considered unethical in our society. This is the reason why people watching me in the home, listening to me in the home, and everyone in this garden, even our government, have to place a ban on the use of social media in high school, because this social media is meant to corrupt the mind of peace-minded students. This leads me to my next point, which is indiscipline. Social media students, after being exposed to immoral acts committed on social media, they tend to develop immoral, they tend to develop bad habits, in which the way they behave in the society does not conform with the norm of the society due to the immoral acts they are engaging in the society. As my opposing side, I've said earlier that social media platforms such as YouTube can be used by students for online tutorial. This has been proven wrong, as many researches carried out by Shasha and Oye in year 2012 from the International Journal of Scientific Education and Researches. It was made to know that students use social media mainly for socializing activities. In fact, according to their research, only 26% of the students use social media for learning. I wonder what the rest are using social media for, as the primary cause of being a student have been totally erased. With this cogent, convincing, and substantial points of mine that I've tendered, I strongly believe you will all agree with me that social media should not be students of high school should not be exposed to the use of social media. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Is social media a beneficial or detrimental platform for Nigerian high school students? What do you think, listeners, viewers? We'll get to you. We'll get to you. I trust that we're learning from this as much as we're enjoying the debate. I trust that we are gaining points and insights into this topic that we're exploring today. So right now we will take on the second speakers from each school, and beginning with the second speaker from Fakunle Comprehensive High School, Adedayo Esther. Let's appreciate her, please. Thank you.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, and my fellow students. My name is Adedayo Esther, a representative of Fakunle Comprehensive High School. I am on this podium this morning to support the motions, which says, is social media a beneficial or a detrimental platform to Nigerian high school students? To add to my partner's point, my first point, enhance learning and knowledge sharing. Second one, improve collaboration and communications. Third one, discovering educational opportunities and scholarships. My fourth point, medium of fun and entertainment during breaks. To my first point, enhancing knowledge and learning sharing. Social media serve as a source of enhancing learning and knowledge sharing by connecting students to a vast educational resources beyond classrooms. Additionally, some social media platforms such as YouTube are brimming with educational resources on every imaginable subject. To my second point, improved collaborations and communications. Social media improve collaboration and communication in such a way that it provides a seamless collaborations on group projects through some social media platforms like Google Documents about real editing and shared access. To my fourth point, discovering educational opportunities and scholarships. Social media helps to give information and to discover more educational opportunities and scholarships. In conclusion, medium of fun and entertainment. There is a saying that says, all works and no play makes Jack a dull boy, which I think that is true, because social media serves as a medium of fun and entertainment during our leisure time and during our break time. Thank you.
I like that we are really appreciating these young minds. It takes a lot. It is really creative to come up here and do this. Don't you agree with me? Or should I call one of us to come and try it? Okay, so we'll be going to the second speaker from Osun High School, Nwokoro Francisca, for her points. Thank you.
Professor Yemi said that social media is a two-edged sword that can be either good or bad. My opponent, if I write face on this battleground, does not mean you have won the war. My overyoung-looking chairs, vice and new partial panel of educators, accurate timekeeper, organizers of this program. My name is Francisca Nwokoro, a student of Osun High School. I am here to against the motion which says, is social media a beneficial or detrimental platform for Nigerian high school students? In the year 2020, the then former Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, said that social media have been a major detrimental platform for Nigeria high school students. He further argued that it can lead to addiction, cyberbullying, and privacy concern. Why is social media a detrimental platform for Nigeria high school students? My first point is social media leads to addiction. In the sense that when you keep on using the social media every day, you will get addicted to it. My opponent said that social media is to be used during our leisure time. As a student, Nigerian high school students, are we supposed to have a lot of leisure time in this period of time? This time, we're supposed to use it to continue to read and improve our intellect. And also, social media leads to the misuse of information. In the sense that fake news are being spread. And students who seems to be innocent, anytime they see this news, they'll get influenced by it. And that is why it's very difficult for them to distinguish between fact and fiction. Social media also leads to cyberbullying. My opponent said that social media helps to know something, like he said a lecturer in the room, he said something like that. But I would like to make us know that there was a story of two boys, Samuel and Samson Ogechi, and a victim, damsel, who was a victim of abuse. In the sense that he posted his listed picture, they asked for the picture, and he happened to post it to them. They started threatening him and collecting money from him. At the end, what result? He committed suicide. Social media can lead to unrealistic facts, which can promote materialism, consumerism, and also superficiality. And this thing can harm Nigerian high school students. Students are meant to have innocent mind and be open-minded. We are meant to concentrate on our studies in this period of time. And the best thing for us is to be able to concentrate on our studies in our rooms, reading our book, or our classrooms. Social media is a detrimental platform for Nigerian high school students. I strongly support it because the stakeholders are not encouraging these students. Imagine a mother in the home busy with our social media from morning to night. How do you expect the students to be able to change or to be able to read his or her book? So I would advise the government, all the stakeholders, in fact, to try and persuade the students or try to provide a better means to make sure that any student that wants to use the social media should at least let it be, parents should be aware of it in order to be able to know what they are doing with their social media. With this point of mind, I hope I'm able to convince you and not to brainwash you that social media is a detrimental platform for Nigerian high school students. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This whole debate has been mind-blowing. Do you agree with me? Like, I'm trying so hard to resist the temptation to just call on someone from the audience member to come out here and tackle these out. What do you think? Okay. So now we would go into the calling and audience contributions. And there's a number. So if you're listening, if you're watching this right now, and you want to make a contribution on the topic, we want to hear you. What do you have to say? What's your opinion? Mom, dad, youth out there, teenagers, what do you have to say? Is social media a beneficial or detrimental platform for Nigerian high school students? What's your opinion? So you please call in on this number 0806 867 6165. I'll take that again. 0806 867 6165 or 0805 817 4262. I'll take that again. 0805 817 4262. While we wait for for callings to come and those that are listening and watching to participate in this debate, let's hear from the audience members. What do you think? Members of the audience, I want to hear our opinion on this topic. You know, I've been saying I've been trying to resist the temptation to call on us. Now I get my chance. No point resisting it, right? So who wants to go first? Is social media a beneficial or detrimental platform for Nigerian high school students? What do we have to say? Let's give the panelists the time to collate the results and all. Okay, there's a call. All right. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, the call has dropped. Sorry. So, we'll wait for another call in. Members of the audience, we're back. Who wants to go first? All right, there's someone there. Yes, please. Can we appreciate her while she comes over? Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Mrs. Adeleke Alabi, a teacher in Osun High School. As my students have rightfully said, we all know that social media should be working for us positively. But here we are talking about Nigerian context. In an ideal situation, in an ideal society, we are supposed to be using social media to learn, to do a lot of things, especially in the high school. But I experienced students in my school as a teacher, and I know a lot of things they do with the social media. So on the contrary, they do use this social media to do negative things, like taking photos of their teachers and snapping and posting on social media while the teacher is teaching in the class. They do all these fraudulent acts, and because they have more money, supposedly the fraudulent acts that they do on social media, they tend not to listen to their teachers when we speak to them. And if you want to punish them, because they know that what will happen if they disrespect their teachers, because they have this financial power to do a lot of things because of the fraud they get involved in. And it's because of this social media platform. Most parents, I will say, because I know our parents are listening at home, I want to support the fact that if our students are going to be using social media, they need to be monitored, especially in secondary school in Nigerian context.
Thank you so much.
We are saying Nigerian context, not the whole world.
Thank you so much. Can we appreciate her? Thank you so much. Well, I wouldn't have expected anything different when Mrs. Adeleke came up. Like, it has to be against, right? Okay, so we're still waiting for a call in, just one more call. And while we do that, we'll take one more contribution. Anybody? One person? Okay. All right, sir. You want to make a contribution? All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate IYOUTH Resource Center for giving me this opportunity, for inviting me here. I also, of course, want to appreciate ever supportive WSTV and Rave FM, always supportive of initiative such as this. So I also appreciate them. Once again, I want to appreciate IYOUTH Resource Center for bringing up this kind of...
Can we appreciate IYOUTH Resource Center?
Yeah, for bringing up this kind of initiative. I believe this is what we need,
yes.
Because we need more of sensitization. True. Because this is a social matter, it's a social issue.
True.
And social issues, one of the best ways to resolve it is to sensitize the people,
yes.
a kind of a reorientation. So this is one of the sensitization, and beyond that, it's also helping the students. You see, I see them speaking, and I'm proud of them.
Oh,
you
yes.
know, the first students. You understand? It showcases that our students are getting it. You understand? So I appreciate the whole everything. So now, just to kind of contribute, in my own opinion, I think both sides are correct.
Oh yes.
Both sides are correct. Whether you are going against or you are going for, you are correct. Whether you say social media is good, you are correct. Whether you say it is bad, you are correct.
Right.
Now, because anything that is good and equally bad, what we need is to guide it. Social media has its advantages, and it also has its disadvantages.
Yes.
For instance, someone like me, social media has helped me a lot.
Yes.
Even while in school, I'm still a student anyway. Social media is helping me, you know, and if it has helped me, it can also help the student.
That's true.
But I also have people that social media has affected negatively. You see, one of the person while he was speaking talk about someone that committed suicide. It's all negative of effect of social media. So how do we resolve all this problem? I think this is what we should now be discussing. And I had Mrs. Adeleke while she was speaking that some students taking pictures of teachers in the class. This is where the guidance comes in.
Yes,
you know, that should not be allowed. I know some institutions in this nation that do not even allow you bring your Android phone or the likes, all kind of device you have, to bring it on campus, even a university, not even secondary school. You know, so we need to be guided, properly guided.
That's correct.
A teacher cannot be teaching in class and the student taking pictures. It's not allowed. You know, so we need to provide guidance. And of course, government also has a lot of role to play, you know, to really guide the students in terms of, for instance, I'm a member of parliament. You know, we can make laws, you know, to guide the students in this regard. And also, Mr. Adeleke also talked about fraud on social media. You see, guidance and laws will cover all these things. But in all, we cannot throw away the baby with the bathwater. You know, we cannot throw the water away with the baby either way, but we need social media. It comes with its own advantages, and it also comes with its own disadvantages. Our own role is just to make sure maybe I should use the word regulate, guide. You know, I don't want to use the word regulate, but I want to use the word guide. Because it has really, really helped. It has advantages. Thank you very much.
Can we appreciate the Honorable Chairman? He nailed it. He nailed it. Both sides are correct. We need the social media in our day and time. You agree with me? It has its advantages, yes. It also does has its disadvantages. So we were going to call you up, sir, for a remark. Should I take that to be your remark already?
I've made my remarks.
Oh, let's appreciate him again. Thank you so much. And then, yes, we really need to celebrate our Youth Resource Center. He said something. He said sensitization. Now, because social media has its advantages and disadvantages, where is the middle ground? How do we guide these young minds? They're young, they are youthful, they don't know what to do. Do we scrap it out completely? Do we throw it in the ocean or something? Or do we guide them? So this is guidance. You agree with me? Like what our Youth Resource Center is doing is guidance, partnering with the government to bring this to light so that we can think about it, ponder it, and decide, okay, this is the truth I've known about this thing. This is what I've learned about it. This is what I have decided to do based on the knowledge I now have. So let's appreciate our Youth Resource Center again. This is amazing.
Sorry, excuse me. Can I just add something?
Yes,
I just
please.
remember I need to speak to the students. Beyond appreciating the IYOUTH Resource Center, the Executive Director, Mr. OSAZEE, you know, I just want to encourage the students that they should not stop at this. Because over time, we've had students that actually has this kind of potential, but don't allow the system to kill your vision. Don't allow, the system is not working, and you don't come after some years and blame the system that this is why you are not successful. You need to be stronger than the system. So I just want to encourage you, especially the 4 field that I'm looking at it, and of course the students hearing me at home, you know, be stronger than the system. This is why we are grooming. We are supporting grooming people like you to come and solve the challenges that we have in our nation. So you've started very well. Continue in this your might. Whatever it is that you are doing, I don't stop. We are waiting for you in the next 5 years.
Oh, yes.
We are waiting for you in the next 10 years.
Yes.
We are waiting for you in the next 20 years. You know, these are the kind of leaders that we want to come and contribute towards the development of our nation. So I want to encourage you, please. In fact, someone like me, I will be taking note of you. I wish I would still have the privilege to still meet you in the near future to see, you know, how your development is going to look like, how your growth is going to look like. So I want to encourage you. So please continue. Study very well. Study very well. Knowledge is key. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So now, there has to be a winner, right? There has to be a winner, right? So we're going to the announcement of results, and that's our panelists. Whoever will announce the results, sir? Okay. Okay, you're still working on the result. Okay. So they're still working on the results, and we'll be wrapping this up in no time. While they do that, I'll still take one contribution from Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Very much. I want to recognize the Honorable in-house, popularly called Honorable Irekandu.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
welcome, sir. And Dr. Mrs. You're welcome too.
Thank you, sir.
You know, virtually everything has advantages and disadvantages. Everything. Even creation of human beings. You know, yeah. And if you have to look at it, you know, anything technology, you know, when tech started, in the olden days. Even let's look at, maybe is it the use of vehicle or the aeroplane or the even ordinary, a bicycle, which is is a tech thing. But the one that we are talking about, which is social media, the use of maybe Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, and many others like that. It's a lot that, you can have a lot of benefits and disadvantages from it. But it now all depends on how you as a student, how you use it in your school, under the guidance of your teachers, under the guidance or monitoring of your parents at home. For example, some parents may decide not to allow his or her child to have a phone while in secondary school. It's a good decision. But for some other parents, it is not a good decision. Because maybe if that child is the only child and he or she has to monitor him or her, right? Then he will now say, how will I now know where my child is? But now, you weigh the pros and cons depending on the way you want it to go. So that is why, the discussions here today, the argument that has been put up, they are either way beneficial. Those who supported, they supported well. Those who went against it, they gave us their reasons. And for this, we have learned a lot from what these presenters what they have done. Now, and at the same time, as said by my honorable in-house, looking at these young faces, doling out presentations like this, in a program that you are being watched all over the world, please a round of applause for them. And this is to tell us, right, that our education system, though we may feel that to some people that no, we are not growing, educationally. No, we are. These are public school students. They are not private school. Even if we have private school, they are all our students put together. I think you get it. Meaning that the way they have spoken today, they articulate, they present their point very well in a way that was very, very consistent. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Wow, that was powerful. Now to the announcements. Okay? I think we're set. Yes.
I'm going to announce.
Well, this side. You decide.
Please do, ma.
All right, thank you. Let's appreciate her, please.
The ED High Youth Resource Center, I want to appreciate you greatly for this opportunity. It's indeed a medium of opening the eyes of the youth. Also to the teachers who had taught them well, you trained them. It's so obvious. You've done a great job. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you. And to the students, you've done excellently well. And we are indeed proud of you. I want to say that the Lord will see you through as you go higher and higher. Yes, there will always be a winner and there will still be winners, okay? But then for today's debate, Fakunle High School had a total score of 73.65. Osun High School have the total points of 77.15. Therefore, the winner of this debate goes to Osun High School. Please, can we applaud them?
Thank you very much. We'd like to appreciate everyone who has contributed in no little way to this debate, and we'd like to say congratulations to both schools. There is the first prize and there's the second prize. So can you give a round of applause for yourself? You both won. All right. So quickly we go into the award presentation right now. So the award goes to the school. We recognize the school, while the prizes goes to the students. So we recognize the school, for prepping the students. So can you please bring it forward and please come forward and help us. And then the cameraman would just join us, and then as we present the award to the school. So please go ahead. Okay, so we stand, and then why
So this award is going to
First runner-up.
First runner-up in this debate is going to Fakunle Comprehensive High School. Let's appreciate them, please. Come on, let's do this. Let's appreciate them. It's a lot. This has been a lot, hasn't it?
So you can stretch
Well
your
done, well done.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So I can stay. Yeah. So you don't. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
And then the winner for today, Osun High School. Can you
All right,
please
up
come?
quickly.
Can you please come forward?
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
I'll have the prizes, please. Right. Please, can you join your hands?
Wow. Wow. And then the
All right.
prizes, the
prize,
first
please.
runner-up, Fakunle Comprehensive High School. Please, let's have you again for your prizes. Let's celebrate them. Members of the audience, let's celebrate them, please.
First round.
Well done. Congratulations.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Can stay beside. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
And the winner for the Osun Tech Rise Grand Finale, Osun High School.
Yeah.
Let's have you please.
Hurry up.
Congratulations. Well done.
Okay.
Okay, yes. So the winner gets 100,000 naira, and then the first runner-up gets 50,000 naira as a cash prize. So the vote of thanks comes up now. Our hands together, please.
So I'd like to say thank you once again. First of all, to the panelists. They are wonderful people who I've been having some very good relationship and conversations with. To start with the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education, I want to say a very big thank you. We know you're a very busy person for taking out this time, and it's been very, very supportive. Sometimes you just give him a call, and then he makes things very easy for us to assess these 31 schools in the written assessment. I mean, he was very, very helpful. A round of applause to him, please. Thank you so much. And just to also announce to you that we are not stopping here. We started this debate competition since February, and now we have a winner. But for everyone who have participated in this debate, we are bringing them together in a week-long boot camp in August. And we're going to be training them on public speaking, introduction to robotics, and board games. We're going to be teaching them on how to play chess games to further engage, their brains and help them, better their lives as well. So I'd like to also thank my own lecturer and my project supervisor in Redeemers University, Dr. Mrs. Olaniyan. Thank you so much. Yesterday I did my defense, and I was sitting there, she was sitting there at the panelists, and she was saying, well done, well done, well done. So whenever I see a smile on her face, I'm always encouraged. Thank you so much for coming all the way. Thank you. And of course, a very respected figure in the state. He's someone who does a lot of interventional programs. Sometimes I ask myself, does his phone goes off his hand? He's always on Facebook engaging people. Thank you so much, Honorable Irekandu, for coming. We appreciate you, and we thank you for the support that we also get from you. And to the schools and to the teachers, thank you so much. And to the audience and for everyone who's listening to us out there, I want to say thank you and God bless you.
Western Spring Television. Ours it is.